Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to BodyBags. It's week 140 and Bourgie86 here again. The film I got for you guys came from the year 2010, and it's a French film, which I actually never really heard a lot about. And one time I heard about it on Skype, and it sounded interesting from the plot, and I wanted to check it out, so I picked it up, and I've watched it, and I want to review it for you guys because I actually kind of dug it. Now, the film in question is titled The Pact. Sorry for the glare. See that? Now, the main plot of this one, we're introduced to our main character. Her name's Charlotte. She's like on the road. She's just traveling from place to place, trying to figure out what she wants to do and where her journey will end. And what ends up happening, she ends up picking up this guy, a hitchhiker, on the road, and she ends up they end up stopping at this saloon where some scuffle happens, and then the hitchhiker disappears, and she's kind of worried that she finds something and shit that makes her curious about this saloon. So she ends up going back there at night and investigating, and what ends up happening is she ends up getting knocked out, and when she wakes up, she ends up in like this cage with, there's a few people inside this cage with her, and we find out that the saloon owner is this older woman, and the hitchhiker is actually her son. And what they end up plotting and scheming is they actually harvest these people for this pact of ghouls that they live on their land and use their blood to feed them and satisfy them. That's pretty much the main plot without getting more into the details and what's going on in the film. Now, my main thoughts on this one, I actually really dug like the mystery and shit, because you know that the ghouls are coming because they are on the front cover. That's no spoiler there. And when they come out of the ground, it's really cool. I like how this film is shot. It has like this kind of like a 70s feel, especially with the way the ghouls come out. They have like a slow moving way of them, like the 70s zombie films of Romero and Lucio Fulci, of course, that this film probably influenced highly on, with the way the ghouls move in the film. Now, the kills, there's some cool fucking kills in this film, like some great gore. There's one scene in particular, and I'm not going to really spoil how it happens, but it involves like a person's arm being ripped off, that has some great like blood squirts and shit going on in it. And the cast of characters is really interesting. The one character that I really liked is there's actually this older like retired policeman that Charlotte befriends before she gets abducted and the shit by these two people. And he's actually a really cool actor. When I was looking at him, he kind of looked familiar to me, like, and I'm like, where did I see this guy before? And I looked him up. He was actually the actor's name is on the back of this, Philip Nauman. He's actually the actor who played the butcher in Gaspar Noé's I Stand Alone, and he's also in the beginning of Irreversible, of course, as the same character. And he's also in High Tension. He actually plays the killer, which kind of cool that I actually recognize him from those films, because he has a distinctive look to him. And he's really good because he's kind of like this old retired cop, but he has like these weird like comedic elements to him, which bring his character, and his lines and shit are really well done. The girl who plays Charlotte is really well executed. She does extremely well, and actually all the characters fit their performances. Like the one who plays the saloon owner, I believe her name's Spank in the film. She's really sinister, but she has like this touching feeling side to her too, because she is a mother and shit, and you could tell like she has like soft spots and shit. Why that? And there's some funny moments. Like there's one scene where Charlotte tries to come after her, and the main like saloon owner is like, ugh. And she's like, I used to be a wrestler when I was younger. I was like, oh shit. Some great fucking kills in this movie. The body count's like medium. It has a lot of good kills, especially at the end. Some of them at the end though are off screen, which is kind of outputting, but it goes with the tension and the atmosphere of the scene, which I could see happening. Now, the only gripe I have with this film is the very, very end. I won't spoil it for you, but it has like a fake ending. I'm not gonna really go into it, but the ending's like there's another ending after the ending, kind of like the way Peter Jackson did the Lord of the Rings, the last one, with multiple endings and shit. And it kind of dwells away from the story and shit. It should have just ended where it should have ended, in my opinion. But I still highly enjoyed it. It has a cool looking ghouls. The ghouls themselves they're a mixture of like zombies, but they have like the faces of like kind of like if you've seen Power Rangers before, they kind of look like the putties in the face a little bit, but with tusks. Really cool looking design on them, and I really enjoyed this film for what it was. It's a fun blast, especially if you're a fan of like cool like zombie films from like the 70s and shit. Really pays homage to that shit and has some great atmosphere and nighttime shots. If I had to rate the pack, I'm gonna give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. Really fun film. I'm glad I got the chance to check this one out for you guys. Alright guys, that's all I got for this week. I hope you enjoyed the review and hope you're enjoying the week so far. As always, I'll be back next week with another one. I don't know what I'm going to review. And as always, peace out.